This application we're measuring 26 1/4 off the wall. The vehicle going in here has really wide tires on it, so that's where we decided to set it. You don't have to get super crazy about the measurement. It's more about the functionality of it, so get it, you know, reasonably close. You just don't want your track zigging zagging all the way up the trailer. So we'll move up, measure the other end. And we're ready to screw it down. Okay, so the first part we're using is 8-foot galvanized etrack, U.S. Cargo Control part number HET8GV. And the first thing you want to do is take note of things like we've got a lift ramp that's going to shut. You want to leave a little bit of clearance for that. And make sure you're lining up your holes on the structure of your trailer so you're getting some strength there rather than just screwing it to the floor. So what we want to do is use our short screws, go to the plywood first, and then we'll come in after the fact and screw into the structure of the trailer. Be careful using the drill. You want to kind of trigger it in there so it screws in slow. If you screw it too fast, it'll strip the hole right out and you lose all your strength. So we got one end, we'll get this other end. The thing you want to remember, you don't need to put a screw in every hole. In this application, we're going to go every 2 to 3 holes, which will give us more than enough strength for this particular application. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, and what we're going to do here is line up our second run just as long as the first run. So what I like to do is get your pieces set into place first with just like 4 screws. So what we'll do next is set our next 8-foot piece, and then we're going to set a 5-foot piece in front of that. And what I like to do is, like I said, get 4 screws in each piece, so then when you pre-drill your holes into the structure, you can come back and drill all your holes at once and shoot all your screws in at once. Just makes it a little bit easier and there's less messing around with the drill and switching bits. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put these longer screws in. The one thing I would recommend is kind of listen to what your drill is doing. You don't want to overpower the threads that you're cutting into the steel by drilling too fast. Just bring it in nice and slow. Okay, we want to add a couple more pieces to the end of our etrack. This is a plastic etrack end cap, U.S. Cargo Control part number ETPEC, etrack plastic end cap. And what we do with these is you just fit it in the end before you put your fasteners in. It just slides in. And the pressure from your fasteners tightening down will hold the piece in. It's a nice piece to add on. In this case, in the front of the trailer, when people come in to grab a tool or something like that, they won't catch the end with their foot and trip. So.